you all know that the world is about content. So the more content you have, the better. That is just logical. So the more songs you have, meaning the more videos, meaning the more behind the scenes, meaning everything. So why would you go for 4 and I go for 16? Even a person who's going to come to my concert next year will be confident to pay 5 million per table, saying this guy has an old catalog, but he has 16 new songs. I want to go watch him. You get it? So why would you go for an EP if you can go for 12 songs? So the Joshua's thing is so crucial. Joshua's direction is inspiring so many young artists who are going to sing that music and be able to compete on a global scale. So for me, I said, let me put this young man on my album, because after all, by the way, Joshua did that song, we did it last. Yes, last. Otherwise, all those songs had been done. Okay, he came in, we changed a few things here and there. He made it sound also different. He brought it to himself, left part of it with me. So now the issue of him being on that album becomes bigger than just a collaboration.
Very true. I love the way you're trying to push the music industry. Let's dive real quick into streaming. For you can't come here and tell people stream. They will not get it. Will you explain to us why streaming is important to you as an artist? Do you even make money
from streaming?
Pushing streaming, you know, things like that. How does somebody Omundua wants it down there? How does he start streaming your music?
The streaming issue is a new trend in the world. Music is now being sold on platforms. Platforms are like an app. You know, most people are used to downloading apps. If you want an app to edit, you download. If you want an app to watch movies like Monos, they call it Mono Watch, you download. So Ugandans are underestimated so much by Ugandans. Us Ugandans, we are good at underestimating ourselves. Let me tell you why. There is that thing called Mono Watch that you see when copyright became a problem. These guys who talk for movies, the ones who translate Luganda movies, they came up with an idea. They made their apps. So one of them that I found out is called Mono Watch. Now, do you want to know what? 30,000, that app. From Gulu to Ida. People are on Mono Watch, they are watching movies in Uganda. So meaning that all they need to know is to be informed that there's also streaming platforms like iTunes, like Spotify, like whichever mentioned. There are many, like 50. That all you need to do is to download the app and open up your per month. For you to listen to Spotify music, because it's about $3. 10,000 you listen to music worldwide.
For example, in Kenya, talking about Sophia and Zao.
Sophia and Zao.
Sophia is one of the.
She's the highest streamed artist in Kenya, but we don't even know her in Uganda. Even Kenya does not.
The most paid.
Sings in Kikuyu. And since she sings in Europe. To teach our people here by blaming DJs anymore is no longer existing. Because even now DJs will want to play a song that is being streamed most. Radios will want to play a song that is being streamed most.
Now you have explained it to people who argue, like, yo, this song is streamed worldwide.
There's no question. Meaning that the word streaming means play the song on a certain app. Or let me say it in Uganda, where you don't download it, but you go there every day, Ogenda every day is very little. Why it is still little? Because there are very few people in Africa, most especially in Uganda, who are streaming. That's number one. Exactly. Imagine our population being 50 million. Let's say in Uganda we have about 10 million people with, you call them what?
It's apps.
The phones.
Yes.
These
Smartphones.
Smartphones. 10 million smartphones. If only 5 million people can stream your song in 2 months, you have 5 million streams.
Yeah.
But a person does not even stream or listen to a song once. They listen to it over and over and over.
Now I get what you mean by sometimes you have to force it.
With intention. Yes. And I want all the artists who listen now to play of streaming, because this is helping us as the industry. This is not helping BebeCool, no. So also in streaming comes the issue
Your looks. How important is it for you? Who's been in the industry? You're no longer just about a certain look to maintain the brand.
it is the
clothes, the
most,
body, the looks,
I can guarantee
the
it
voice,
is the most important
health.
thing. It is the most important. I mean, the business we do is called showbiz.
Yes.
So it is eyes before you hear.
Perception.
Eyes before anybody hears. So what are they going to see first? Your looks. So looks have everything to do with how you look and your health, body, so you won't appeal. So you have seen how bad looks have affected artists here with good songs and good voices. No matter how they're looking, people won't take they'll just say, oh, okay, that's a nice song, that's a nice voice. They walk away. They go listen to some other, and definitely I've always known about the branding. That's why if you go backwards from the time after meeting my wife, I started to change on the brand, the looks. I chose a type of music that should be consumed by young people. Now, how am I supposed to look behind that type? If I did this album and I still have a big tummy on me,
Like Jalo.
like Jalo.
Yeah.
You have to, if you're an artist, you have to dress smart, you have to be on fashion style. Now we have TikTok, we have platforms where you can see the trending styles. So for me, I looked at size, I looked at fitness, health, dress code, and definitely the last is obviously the general brand.
Socially, you're a father, you're
how
a
you behave
husband.
with people,
Yeah,
you know, how you treat your wife, how you treat your children, how you address issues. Difficult, but you need to be settled. Because if you're not settled, trouble begins any second. And no matter how good you are in this industry, if you're not settled, 50-50, you'd find trouble. So if you're a male artist, you're better off with a partner, and then respect them, because you need somebody to go to every day, to walk back to, and have that conversation.
Yes.
We got 2 million shillings today.
What should we do?
What should we do with it?
Yes.
Okay? But when you're single, the second it is paid, you head to the bar.
Yeah.
You go, you
Bandali rice.
Bandari rice.
Rolls and roll. Okay, you're so out of time.
I'm telling you, out of time, man.
We're so out of time. We have so
Want the boss to give me more time. Very true. Or maybe find me another show so we can have it out and stream